Hey everybody, the Ratman here, coming to you with some either or would you rather, or whatever you want to call this. I see so many YouTubers doing this, so I figured, why the hell not? Why not jump into this? Will I use a webcam? Probably at some point, but I'm too lazy to set it up right now. So why don't we just get into this? Get into this bad boy right away. Would you rather be stabbed in the stomach 10 times or be shot in both kneecaps? The hell did I just get into? Either way, you get to live. I get to live after being stabbed in the stomach 10 times? What? Okay, so if I'm stabbed in the stomach 10 times, I'll live through it, but there's no guarantee that I'll live afterwards, right? That's what I would assume. Meanwhile, being shot in both kneecaps, you'll be, like, debilitated for probably the rest of your life. You're not going to be able to walk. You'll have to use a wheelchair or crutches for pretty much all eternity, or at least for a lengthy period of time. I imagine that would be the better choice. I'd rather be shot in my kneecaps than be stabbed in the stomach and bleed out. Yay! And mostly the majority agree with me. That's surprisingly 50-50. Okay, so I decided to very quickly edit something. I actually toggled the adult questions on, so there might be some rated questions here. I figure, I'm 24, I can handle it, But then I see this question, and I'm already cringing in my seat. Would you rather have all your fingernails and toenails removed quickly? Ow! Or would you rather have deep paper cuts on the webbing between each finger and toe slowly? Jesus! Either way, it's going to suck, yes. And there's a comment down here that said, I just had a full body cringe. Fuck this question. I agree. I would rather get the deep paper cuts. Oh, wait. No, I'm trying to imagine getting these really deep paper cuts in the webbings, like, I would rather have that. I would not be able to handle having my fingernails and toenails removed. I mean, maybe it's faster, but it's gonna still hurt like a bitch after. What? Are you serious? You guys would rather have your finger and toenails removed? Dude, that shit hurts! At least from what I've heard, both my parents and my sister have had their, finger or toenails come off at one point or another. Not by choice, but still. Would you rather know when you will die or know how you will die? That was easy. That was easy. I'd rather know how as opposed to when. Because I guess maybe even though I'll be fearful of anything that revolves around a particular, reasoning, maybe it's just by natural causes, though. I'm fine with knowing, oh, I'm going to die of natural causes or something, or, I guess, die of a car crash or something. But I don't want to know when I'm going to die. Do you imagine how much anxiety will come about in that? I mean, I guess maybe if I knew when I would die, I could probably try and, isolate myself to the point where nothing possibly could happen, but then things could still happen. There's no guarantee that I would actually save myself by, say, isolating myself within one room or in a closet or something. A car could come crashing through, some Final Destination shit. I hate that series, by the way. Would you rather produce a low-budget film with your best friends and have the time of your life, or produce a Hollywood blockbuster with people you detest and make a ton of money? Either way, the screenplay itself is the same. The budget and the actors differ. Huh. So I can either have a crappier version of the same movie, or I can either have a crappy version of this said movie, or a blockbuster production of the same movie. It's either best friends and enjoying myself, or being with people I hate and making a shit ton of money. Well, I've always lived by the mantra of doing what you love, so I guess in a sense, doing what I love would also extend to, you know, even if it's not the most ambitious thing, going for like the sort of Hollywood-esque sort of production, you know, those really amazing A-plus theatrics and stuff. You know, maybe the movie won't be as great, but if I'm enjoying myself as I do it, then, you know, thumbs up to that, right? Really? Really? Well, it's not that bad of a 50-50. It's more of a split than anything. I mean, a lot of people must agree with my sensibility and other people must not. It's completely understandable. Can't I make a high budget movie with my friends after I make a ton of money? My thoughts exactly. Okay, God damn it. In any given situation, would you rather be the first to die or the last to die? What is with these Final Destination sort of questions? It's like the site knows that I hate that franchise with a burning passion of 1,000 George Foreman grills. I would rather be the first to die. Oh, wait, it says you have no control over the type of death. Wow, this really is Final Destination. I'd rather be the first to die, that way I don't have to see everybody else I love dearly die. If I can't have any control over it, then fuck it. Would you rather be permanently mute or amputate one of your arms? Mutes cannot speak or vocalize. No shit. Ooh, this is hard, because I like to talk. I like to talk a lot. But then, trying to work with one arm, I mean, I guess I could get a prosthetic arm, and then it would kind of just be like, okay, I'm gonna have to deal with phantom pain, but at least I won't be able to not talk for the rest of my life, because then how am I going to really express how I feel and stuff, or say what I want to say? It would be annoying to have to like constantly like write it out or do like these like hand gestures or symbols. You know, God, why is the term not coming to me? Like people who are mute, like use like hand signs in order to talk and speak and stuff. I don't think I'd be able to do that for an extended period of time. I mean, unless I was born mute, which then I guess my perspective on it would be completely different. I would just be like, it's just another day. I'd probably do this. And again, I completely demonstrate my capability of never, ever hitting the majority in any sort of situation. My mind just completely goes off the wall. Would you rather have a first edition holographic Charizard or get $20? Funny story is the fact that I actually did get a first edition Charizard for my birthday back when Pokemon card game was the thing. I don't really see people playing Pokemon card game very much anymore. And honestly, I think the quality or like the value of the first edition like Charizard, like the very first Charizard, has gone down. But $20, I'd still want that Charizard because it would remind me so much of my childhood when my mom spent $120 on a Charizard card. Oh my god, I entered in the majority. That never happens. Would you rather never touch a computer again or never touch a person of the opposite sex again? If you're a robot, then you're completely screwed. Well, you know, this would probably be harder for me if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, I swung both directions. So even if I couldn't touch a person of the opposite sex, there would be plenty of people of the same sex that I would be like, yeah. Commence eyebrow raising. But at the same time, if I found like my soulmate in the world and they happened to be of the opposite sex, but I would never be able to touch them. Oh wait, no, it's not even just like love. It's like legitimately cannot touch people of the opposite sex, period. I would not be able to, like, even hug my mom or something. Ooh, this is hard. This is... It's like, even if you were, like, gay or something, there's always going to be, like, somebody of, like, the opposite gender, I would assume, like, that you're, like, really, really close to, that you wouldn't be able to imagine not being able to hug, or even be able to handshake. You wouldn't even be able to do that. Never touch a computer again. God damn it. Yeah. I'm bi, but after looking into the question a lot more deeply, I realized how really screwed I would have been. If you could go back in time and sign the Declaration of Independence, would you rather sign your real name or sign using a ridiculous pseudonym? I.C. Wiener, my crotch, etc. Shit. I saw this in a video, actually. But I'm thinking about what I would want to do, and honestly, putting your real name in Declaration of Independence, that'd be big. You'd be known for centuries, millennia even, because the Declaration of Independence is a seriously big deal. Oh, wait a minute. No. Wait a minute. You're going back in time to do this. If you went back in time and signed your name, wouldn't this cause a paradox? Or am I thinking too deep into this? Oh, Jesus. I'm trying to think about the paradox that would happen. I mean, I guess there can be people with the same name, like, maybe somebody will be like, oh man, I heard your ancestor actually signed the Declaration of Independence. That is so rad, man. Dude, you gotta hang out with me. It's like, yeah, my ancestor. That was it. Okay, I just reasoned with myself. If anything, I'll just wear one of those really big-ass hats with the ginormous feathers, just so they can't see my entire face. Yay, majority! If you were in high school, would you rather have your face covered in severe acne or be extremely fat? You can't simply work out or use different soap. Acne. Sorry, but I'd actually like to be able to move around at an efficient pace and not fall over. Would you rather know a few things about everything or know everything, but only about a few things? What? Huh? I need to think about this for a second. So essentially it boils down to pretty much knowing everything there is, but only to a small degree. Or specializing in a few things and knowing everything about it. I'd rather go with that. What? I mean, knowing a few things about everything is all dandy, but a jack of all trades, master of none is not the thing I want to go with. I mean, I would be content with just like knowing everything about just a few distinct topics and being good at them. You know, being knowledgeable about them. Like super knowledgeable about them. I don't know. I'm shocked. I'm honestly shocked. I can understand maybe the interest in knowing everything, but only to a certain degree, but I think it would bother me that I would never know more than that about any one thing. So it is what it is. Would you rather be a professional taser testee or be a professional beanbag gun testee? Bruises or constant electrocution? Yeah, I didn't even have to think twice about that. I don't like being electrocuted. I've been shocked once. Maybe 2 times. Did not like it. Would you rather... Alright, this is the last question of this round. I don't know how many videos this has been, but this is where we are at. Would you rather be visited by ancient aliens or be visited by the mole people? Neither would be hostile. The mole people would be living in the middle of the earth. Sorry, I'd rather be visited by aliens. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah, you want to be visited by aliens? God damn it. We're always talking about UFOs and sightings and all that shit. People want it to come true in a good, not take over the world and turn us into slaves sort of way. I'm thinking way too much about XCOM right now. Shit. So, that has been Would You Rather, or either, whatever you want to call this damn series. I don't know what I'm calling it yet. Tell me if you guys have enjoyed this, and if you have, tell me if you would like to see more of this series. I need to now contemplate life, so I will see you all later. Happy gaming, everybody, and I will see you all very soon.